Alright, good morning everybody. I hope you are all doing fine. Today I want to show how to conduct, as in to create dummy variables in SPSS. So some persons have been asking me, how can I create dummy variables at the regression analysis he or she wants to conduct requires creation of dummy variables. You get so. That is why I decided to just show how it is being done in SPSS today. So let's assume that regression, like when it comes to multilinear regression, all these linear regressions. So one of the assumptions is that both the outcome variable and the predictor variables should be numeric. That is, they should be in continuous form. They should be continuous. That you cannot conduct it. It is not analytically wise using categorical variables to conduct linear regression. Your predictor, because even one of them, one of the assumptions is also linearity. There should be a linear relationship between the outcome variable and the predictors you get, of which you will conduct a scatter plot to show whether that assumption is met. You get. So now we're going to focus on how to create dummy variables that will be used in conduction of multilinear regression. So let's assume now that marital status, you want to know whether marital status is a good predictor of BMI, body mass index. You get. So if you want to conduct the regression analysis, you are not just going to use marital status straight away this way, because marital status is categorical. You need to convert it to dummies, the dummy variables. You understand? So that is it. If you come to the variable views, coming to the variable view now, you see that marital status, it has, check out the values for the coding. 1 is for single, 2 is for married, 3 divorced, 4 widow, then 5 widow. Alright, so we are going to create 4 dummy variables. One of them will be taken as a reference or baseline variable, a reference variable. So you are not going to take note of this. You are not going to create 5 dummy variables in this case. Rather, you are going to create 4 dummy variables. Then one variable will be considered as a reference variable. You get. So now, so for you to conduct it, you do it under decoding. You come to transform the code into different variables. Good. So you take marital status, you bring it here. So you give it a new name. You can just call it marital status 1. Alright. Just leave the lamp. Marital status. Participants. Alright, you click change, it enters there. So you come to this place. Let's assume that widower is our reference variable, that is the baseline. You get. So now here, our 1 is for single. 1 is going to be considered as 1. You push it in. Then every other one is going to be considered as a 0. So 2 to be 0. You push it. 3 to be 0. Push it. 4 to be 0. You add it. 5 to be 0. You add it. So this particular dummy is for the first category there, which is single. I'm going to do this for married, also divorced, also and then widow. Okay, so you click continue, you click OK. So coming to data view now, you will see that a new variable has already been created here for single. This marital status one is for single, you get. Alright, so here we can just change it, like the name here, we can just write it single status one. Let's give the number. Single and widow, comparing single and widow, because remember that widower is our reference variable, so we'll be comparing other categories with widow, you get. So we go to transform again, decode into different variable, so that you don't lose the original variable. Always decode into a different variable. So from there, the name, give it marital status to the label, give it marriage and marriage and click change, come to other new. So in this case now you are going to change this. One is going to be 0. Remember, we're trying to decode that of married now. We're done with a single, so 1 is going to be 0. Sorry. We change it. Good, it has been changed now. So then 2 is going to be 1. You change it also. We are good to go. Continue. You click OK. So come to variable data view now. You see another new variable. Even in this variable view, you can see it, married and widow, being created. Alright, so we go to transform again. The next one we are now going to decode is that of divorced. So here just marital status 3. So what we're going to have here, comparing divorced and widow. You change it. Good. You come to other new. The same thing. So here 2 is going to be 0. You add it. So is going to be 0. You change it. Good. Then 3 is going to be 1. You change it. Good. I'm ready to go. Click continue and then OK. to the variable view, you can see another variable has already been created. Then lastly, you come to transform, you create for that of widow. You could I have to change it. The status for. Then here what we have is very widow and widow. You change it, come to new. So in this case now 3 is going to be changed, 3 to be 0. Then is 4, that is going to be 1. Change it, 4 here is going to be 1. Alright, so you change it, you are good to go. Continue, you click here, OK. You see another variable that has been created. So go to variable view, you see it, widow and widower. So looking at it, you see that we have 4 dummy variables. You get, so these 4 dummy variables are going to be incorporated in the regression analysis, and they will be considered as predictor variables. If the analysis is being conducted, we see whether they are good predictors of the dependent variable, so called the outcome variable. You get, in this case we are considering BMI. So in the next video I'm going to do the comparison, as in I'm going to conduct the multilinear regression to know whether they are significant predictors of body mass index. So thanks for watching.